Hey, everybody, and welcome. So, today, we are going to get into some really powerful at home drills that are going to seriously boost your pickleball game. And the best part is, you don't even need a court to do them. I mean, who doesn't want to get better, right? But finding court time, that can be a real struggle. Well, that's exactly what we're tackling today. These drills are basically your secret weapon for building skill anytime, anywhere you want. So here's the game plan. First, we're going to lay down the absolute foundation of control. Then we'll get into some fun drills for touch and spin. And after that, we'll kick it up a notch with some advanced paddle work. We'll even throw in a bonus drill for a compact drive, and then wrap it all up with how this builds your confidence. Sound good? Let's get into it. Okay, before we even dream of hitting a ball, we got to talk about the one thing that makes everything else possible. And that's your grip. I'm telling you, if you get this right, every single drill we do today is going to be way, way more effective. It's the secret key. So what's the secret? It's all about simplicity. You want to hold the paddle with just 2 fingers, right there at the bottom. Why? Because this gives your wrist the most freedom to move, which is absolutely crucial for all those little finesse shots. And this is the big one. You have to keep that grip incredibly light. So how light is light? Well, think about it on a scale of 1 to 10. You want your grip strength to be about a 3. Seriously, if you're white-knuckling it, you're killing all your feel and all your touch. That soft, relaxed hold, that is the secret to getting that amazing control you see the pros have. All right, so we've got our grip down. Now let's start building on that with our first set of drills. These are all designed to develop those soft hands, that delicate touch, and of course the ability to put some nasty spin on the ball. Okay, first up, we have spin touches. It's really simple to start. You're just bouncing the ball on your paddle, but here's the trick. You're going to consciously try to add a little spin to the right for about 30 seconds. Then you switch it up and do the same thing, but spinning it to the left. Feeling pretty good about that? If you're a more advanced player and you want a real challenge, try doing this entire drill while holding a wall sit. This is no joke. It tests your hand control and your stability and leg strength all at the same time. You're definitely going to feel the burn on this one. Now, here's a super important point, a really common mistake people make. You don't get spin by, rolling the ball across the face of the paddle. No. Real spin comes from that slight brushing motion your paddle makes at the very moment of contact, all while you're still hitting the sweet spot. It's a tiny change, but it makes a world of difference. This next one is a lot of fun. It's called Around the World. You give the ball a really soft, low pop, just high enough for you to circle your paddle completely around it before it lands back on the paddle face. Then, you try it in the opposite direction. This is just a fantastic drill for improving your hand dexterity and coordination. And listen, if this one feels a little tricky at first, don't sweat it. It's a perfect example of how you learn a tough skill. Just focus on mastering one rotation first. Get that down. Then, master the other direction. Once you can do each one clean, putting them together becomes so much easier. Okay, so you're developing that touch, you're feeling the spin. Now it's time to level up. We're going to get into some drills that are designed to forge an even deeper connection between you and your paddle. This is where we take your control from just good to great. Now this one's a real challenge. The idea here is to keep the ball floating in the exact same spot in the air, but you move the paddle underneath it. It's not about rolling the ball on the paddle. It's a tough one, for sure, but man, if you can master this, your fine motor control will be absolutely incredible. Next up, we've got the triple threat. This drill is all about rhythm. It goes like this. 3 soft bounces on your forehand face. Then you transition to 3 bounces on the skinny edge of the paddle, then 3 on your backhand face, and then you catch it. It's all about precision and making those quick transitions. And what's great is you can totally adjust this to your skill level. If you're just starting out, pop the ball a little higher to give yourself more time. If you're more advanced, the real challenge is keeping those bounces super short and low to the paddle. But for everyone, the key is to trust the paddle. Let gravity do the work. Don't try to muscle the ball. Okay, time for a bonus round. We've spent all this time working on that fine motor control, that delicate touch. So let's see how we can take all of that and channel it into a powerful yet controlled ground stroke, the compact drive. So if you happen to be using a training tool like a TopSpin Pro, you'll want to set it high. You want to practice hitting those attackable balls, the ones that are at waist height or even higher. And you want to make sure you can really explode forward through the ball to get that heavy topspin. So take off any shields or guides that might get in the way of that motion. Now, the secret to a drive that's both powerful and consistent is keeping it compact. You've got to forget those huge, looping tennis swings. You actually want to keep your elbow pretty close to your body and get the power from turning your hips and your core, not just from swinging your arm. And here is an awesome way to check your form. I call it the armpit test. Just stick a pickleball under the armpit of your hitting arm and take a few practice swings. If that ball drops out, you know your arm is getting too far away from your body, and that's costing you control and power. It's just a perfect little instant feedback tool. So after all these drills, what's the big idea? What are we really aiming for here? Well, it's all about building this deep, almost unconscious connection with your paddle. And that quote really says it all, doesn't it? The whole point is to get to a place where the paddle just feels like it's a part of you. When that happens, you stop overthinking the mechanics and you just start playing. You play with instinct, with confidence. The shots just happen. And you know what the best part is? This doesn't take hours and hours of practice every day. The path to that feeling, to seeing real noticeable improvement on the court, it can all be built in just 5 minutes a day. That's it, just 5 minutes. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. If you really committed, just 5 minutes a day with these drills, where could your game be in a month? Or in 3 months? The potential you have is just massive. All it takes is getting started.